position this so it doesn't make that noise.
They put in a couple that didn't work last time.
They held it last time too.
Fuck. I'm dry. Oh god. Fuck.
You just hold it.
Just like this. I've never done a podcast before.
Just hold the mic.
Alright, I'll just hold it. Fine. It's easy asking questions. Answering questions is tough. Okay. Nice. Double clap signifies the start of the
Episode.
Okay. So egotistically, I asked to run an episode today because a lot has been hanging in the balance with this production and things are going right. And anytime something's going right with a project like this, you're like, oh my God, when's it going to go wrong? But so much has gone right thus far that could have gone wrong that I just want to document it because I truly feel like the fact that Jack and I are completing this project is for a greater purpose. And I don't mean that like, oh my God, this is some sort of divine intervention, but I feel like we need to document what's going on here because I feel like people can use it in the future. So, truthfully, it was very hard to communicate with the owners of the theater at first because this isn't like their main business. Dude he's like a big shot somewhere. Nicest dude ever. Name's Jigan. Come to Apple Cinemas. And it was easy for me to get all the offsite locations ready. So we filmed all of our flashbacks. But the onsite was the hardest thing to close down. And it was like one of the most important things with the film because this is where like most of our film takes place. And so we're killing all of our offsite shoots, right? We're like totally slaying it. Jack and I have like really good momentum. We're having really good shoots. And then out of nowhere, I text the manager here and he's like, yo, I forgot to tell you, we're supposed to be in here in like 2-3 days, right? We have all of our stuff planned, like all the offsite's done. Now it's time to go on site. So we get all the on site ready. And then I get a text from the manager saying like, oh, I forgot to tell you the theater is closing down.
Permanently?
Oh gosh, you have no clue how that felt.
I don't even know what to ask.
Oh, so in my head, I'm like, I can't tell everybody this, obviously. I got to keep this concealed because I don't want to freak everybody out. And we have about 45% of our movie done. We have all the shots blocked out here. Everything is blocked out. We are ready to go. Get in here. When I say blocked out, I mean like Jack and I will come on set beforehand, like 2-3 days beforehand, and we'll take like iPhone pictures of every shot we have to get. So all the meticulous planning is done. All we got to do is shoot. And out of nowhere, it's just like, goodbye, movie.
What was your first thought?
What's funny is I was like, Jack, listen, things are going good right now. Something bad's going to happen. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you said it literally the night before.
I was like, listen, I promise you there's going to be one more curveball. That's just how this stuff works. There's always something. And I'm glad we've been doing this for so long because we know that's how it works. The world's going to fuck with you. It's going to hit you with a clothesline. Are you going to get up or are you going to get knocked out? Definitely knocked out for at least 12 hours. Oh. So, we get in here on a Wednesday. We have a really productive shoot, a really great shoot. And I'm in directing mode. I'm not in acting mode. Then we move. We have an extensive shoot the next Thursday with all these flashback scenes. And it's a pretty big set. We might have like 12, 13 people here, I'd say. And they say, hey, the owners are coming tonight. And so what happens is I'm like, I've talked to the owners. You know, everyone will find out, but I showed up to the owner's house now like 3-4 times and I left him letters like, please let me film my movie here. Please, please. I was doing it for months and I'd never actually met him in person though. And so the owner showed up while we were shooting and then I came in here, nicest guy ever. literally the nicest dude ever. And Jigan, when you hear this, thank you a million for letting us use your theater. We're creating an awesome movie, man. So I'm nervous. I'm like, I got no clue what this dude's going to say, right? I don't know. And we have a conversation. I'm like, I'm so sorry that your theater's closing down. And he was like, yeah, we're hoping that theaters are going to reopen come November when major motion pictures open back up. And I was like, yeah. He was like, how much of your movie's done? I was like, we have probably until like mid-October left. And he was like, okay. So there's this moment, my heart's beating. What's he going to say? How are we going to have to work this out? I'm too deep in this thing to quit. I know we're too far to just quit. He was like, you just have to communicate with our employees and have them come open the door for you. And you guys can finish by mid-October. And I'm telling you this all because at the time, I didn't know if we would still be here shooting. I did not know. I didn't know how we were going to adapt. And additionally, I had a conversation with myself and in the parking lot. And I said, hey, listen, if there's a God out there, this is when I find out the news. I'm parked out over there. I said, listen, man, if there's a God out there, I swear to God, I will document the entire come up of GDP as clearly and as transparently as I can for the rest of my life. And I will donate all the information I have to everybody, and I'll be completely vulnerable if you just give this to us. I had that real conversation. You guys are going to call me crazy. And then he did, or some higher power. And so that's why I want to run this, because I feel like we have to show what's going on here.
So now you have to be like the Edward Snowden of podcasting.
Ugh. That's all you got for me? Well, I just think it's important. We got totally blessed.
You did.
Oh, that was my story, guys. How was it?
It was good. You put me on the edge of my seat.
You didn't make it sound bad enough. The thing was that we were being told that like people were getting fired. We were like hearing all this terrible stuff. It wasn't just like, oh, the theater's closing. It was like a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, it was like the theater's closing. We don't know when it's reopening. Our employees are going to be getting furloughed. Blah, blah, blah. The 1% good story that could have happened. And it was, I think, is because I had a conversation with myself, aka the higher power, and I said, this is what I'll give to you. I'll do it aimlessly. I'll throw my body on the line. Thank you so much.
So how do you feel now?
I feel like we had an awesome shoot today. And I feel like...
Is this your first time back to the theater since you...
No. We've been here. So we've had some really productive shoots. We honestly don't have that much left.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we have? Like 8-9 days, maybe? Probably like 8 or 9 days left. There is a big action scene, which is going to require a lot. So it might be a 2-day, but, when we were running the podcast, I love the podcast and I love growing it, but I miss this creative space so much. And I miss working with actors and trying to get funny moments on camera, because it's what I started out doing. I didn't start out interviewing people. That was just, me and Jack liked branding. So it's kind of where we got. Jack and I have been telling ourselves we've wanted to do this for so long. I said I want to do it since I was 16. And now we're doing it. And you like look around and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you obsess over something that long and you're there. Just really weird. And honestly, I could be like selling the shit out of myself right now. And then we make this movie and it's like terrible. Like, what if in the edit room you guys watch, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch, man? That was fucking awful. But nonetheless, I think the story of pulling it together is pretty special, man.
When I first interviewed you and Jack, like, I guess that was a month ago now, maybe, you said you wanted this to be like your Drake album.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're accomplishing that?
Not yet.
Nice.
I think.
What album was it?
Take care. I think there are moments in the script that are really honest that I think people are going to be like, wow, that helped me out a lot. But maybe I'm just overthinking it too. I think in my mind, I think I'm like this awesome writer, but then like people act it out. And I'm like, damn, that writing was not that good. I honestly think the screenplay, after like reading through it and like seeing it act, I'm like, damn, we really just combined like 15 movies into one.
I mean, said that from the very beginning.
What do you mean by that?
I think you just draw inspiration from a lot of things. And so like there are certain scenes in here that I've seen a million times, then I'll flip it and kind of put our sauce on it. Like,
You said Ex Machina was an original inspiration for the movie, right?
have you guys seen that?
Yeah. Riley and I were talking about it the other day, actually.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. How about that scene where like the Asian chick stabs him in the abdomen out of nowhere and you're like, oh my God. And the way that movie was lit with all the lights and that like underground silo. Oh my
It's
God.
really cool.
Watch Annihilation.
I haven't seen it yet. Same director?
Yeah, same director. And then that director also just released a Hulu series over quarantine. Don't remember the name of it, but Nick Offerman's in it and is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Nick Offerman, Parks and Rec.
Yes. But he plays a very dramatic one.
That's all I've been bumping the past 4 weeks.
No
Let's
way.
see.
Riley and I are binging Parks and Rec.
What season you guys on?
We're on 4, I think.
Rob Lowe's character is the funniest character ever written.
Rob Lowe's a cutie in that show.
So
You know-
He's like 65.
He's not 65.
You got a boyfriend, man. Okay. He's like, that is literally the best idea I've ever had. He's like, my whole life, I've trained my body, but now I'm going to train my mind. I'm going to go to therapy 15 times a week.
Have you seen it before?
No, it's the first time. It's literally hilarious.
We just got to the part where Paul Rudd joins the show.
Oh, you guys are going to love that
So
because of the politics tie-in.
we've seen it both a lot of times. Our roommate Sean has never seen it.
He's probably loving it.
He
Yeah.
adores it. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Rudd comes in. What's that really funny scene? When he loses by 27 votes, he's like, yeah, go Leslie. Awesome. Oh yeah, how about when Leslie pulls up with her tour bus and she like backs into the statue?
yes.
And she's like, oh God. That writing is impeccable.
I think Riley's a lot like Leslie.
Do you want to get into politics?
Oh no.
No?
A little bit. No. I wanted to be a political speechwriter for a really long time, but I'm a poli-sci minor, and it is the thing that makes me want to die most of the night.
Politics.
Yeah. So,
Politics is just leadership.
yeah, I just don't want to be. I'm not responsible enough to be in charge of people.
Except yourself.
No.
Not even.
No.
That's what mom's here for.
No, my mom doesn't do a lot.
Okay, my fault.
I want to be the White House press secretary.
I think you'll get there.
That's my goal.
I think you'll get there, but
That would be awesome.
I think it's got to be a candidate you believe in, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think you both are very talented in what you guys have been doing. I've been very impressed. One,
Watching the episodes?
of course. Well, I've been listening.
Listen.
Yep.
What do you listen on? SoundCloud?
No, podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I've been very impressed by your initiative. That's one of the hardest things is trying to get someone to talk to you. Not easy, but good work. And it'll get now that you're set up here, it'll get easier.
Do you have a favorite episode so far?
Oh, time to go.
Time to go?
Sorry.
All good. That's my guy, David. You want to come on the mic?
I would, but my mom is here.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna wrap right now and get out of here. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
All right, you're the man. Thank you, bro.
We're wrapping up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up. But you guys are cool. We'll give you the shoot schedule. Sometimes the shoots run later. But cool to be set up here. We won't film in here, and then you guys can just come in, say, hey, we're coming to set to interview some people.
Connor, if this movie is your take care, what's going to be your Marvin's room?
That'd have to be a scene in the film, right?
I guess. Or a moment in filming it.
I don't know if there's a Marvin's room and there's no like emotional stuff with chicks in it. That'd be a Marvin's room. But in Drizzy, I mean that with all due respect. You know I love you, Drizzy. Wouldn't do anything without Take Care ever. I think The Ride, the song The Ride, I think would be close to the Jimmy scene. Actually, yeah, I think The Ride would be close to the Jimmy scene. Like, you don't feel me. You know, now you know what it's like. Yeah. I love that question. Was this a good interview?
Yes.
You know what? I had a lot of fun.
Cool. I'm glad.
Jack, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah, Connor, tell us about the injuries that you fed on set real quick.
The what?
Injuries you fed on set.
Oh, yeah. I've been sending it.
You yourself have been injured?
Well,
Full speed.
well, this is the thing. it wasn't until everyone realized how hard I was going with the acting. As soon as I get out of director mode into acting mode, where the set was actually inspired, I think. I'd agree. When you, at first it's like, okay, he's producing like a well-effective movie, but when I started sending it, everyone's like, okay, this dude's going crazy. Like, what the hell? I think I might have torn my hamstring, got probably a level 2 concussion, and I got bruises and smashes all over my arms.
Scratch that.
Yes, sir. But hey, we got to get out of here so David J doesn't kill us.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
And wait, this is my GDP's director cut, something like that.
You've done what?
Who runs this company, GDP? It's so disorganized.
What's your Sapphire Hour?
This is like what?
Whatever this is, man. I'll see you guys in simulation. Out.